Today, we're going to learn how to add a 3D pie chart to a workbook in Excel. First, we want to make sure that we have our Campus Closures file available on our desktop. We can find that file to the left side of our screen. To open the file, we need to make sure to double-click it. As we double-click it, the file will begin to open. And you'll notice that our spreadsheet is here that has all of our data that we'll need to create our pie chart. In order to create our chart, we will need to select the information that will be part of the chart. First, we will need to select our months so that we can include those in the chart as well. We're going to highlight B3 to G3. We're going to hold down our Control key because we're going to highlight cells that are not side by side. We will then highlight B16 to G16 and close our research pane if for some reason it may pop up during the process. We now have selected the information that we want to include in the 3D pie chart. After we have selected the information that we need, we can then begin the process of creating the pie chart. We will need to go to our tab area and choose the Insert tab. Once we have clicked on the Insert tab, you will notice that I can go to the Charts group. And in the Charts group, there are several options, including Pie Chart. If I click on the pie chart, I will see several options, and because I want to have a 3D pie chart, I will need to go down to the 3D area and choose the first option. Once I have chosen the first option, it will automatically insert the chart into my sheet. Because it's in the sheet at the same place my data is, it's considered an embedded pie chart. Sometimes we may want to take our chart that is in the same sheet as the data and move it into another sheet. To do this, you will notice that the Chart Tools contextual tabs have popped up. Those are tabs that pop up only when we're doing special items. We are currently in the Design tab. All the way to the right, you will notice that in the Location group there's a Move Chart button. If I were to click on the Move Chart button, it brings up my Move Chart dialog box. This is where I can see my option to move my current chart into a new sheet. I'm going to choose New Sheet. After I've chosen New Sheet, I'm going to click OK. This will automatically move my chart into a new sheet for me, naming that sheet Chart 1. Now that we have our chart created in a new sheet, we may want to do some formatting to change how the chart looks. To do this, we're again going to use our Chart Tools contextual tabs. This time we're going to choose the Layout tab. Once we choose the Layout tab, we're going to create a chart title. You'll notice that in the Labels group there is an option for Chart Title. If I click on the Chart Title button, it will give me several options. I want to choose the option called Centered Overlay Title. When I do this, it will insert a title for me. Once the title has appeared, I can click into the title text box and change the name of the title. I'm going to delete the information that is currently in the text box and replace it with what I want to be there. Our title should be Semi-Annual Financial Projection. While it automatically formats my title for me, I may wish to change the formatting of the text. To do so, I'm going to highlight the information in my title. I'm then going to go to the Home tab, and on the Home tab I'm going to choose to underline my title in the font group. Once I have underlined my title, then I can move on to other formatting. We can see that a legend is included. This legend has the colors that match my chart. However, they are very difficult to see. I wish to remove my legend so that I can do other formatting options to make it easier to understand. On the Chart Tools Layout tab, in the Labels group, you'll notice that I have a Legend button. I'm going to click on that Legend button, and I'm going to choose None to turn off my legend. Next, we are going to create data labels for our pie chart. In the Chart Tools Layout tab, in the Labels group, you'll notice that there's an option called Data Labels. I'm going to click on the Data Labels button and choose the option Outside End, which will add my data labels. I'm then going to right-click on my chart and choose Format Data Labels. I want to make sure to click Category Name, unclick Value Name, click Percentage, and unclick Show Leader Lines. I'm then going to go down and click the Close button. Now I can see my percentages and each of the months very clearly. Next, I want to rotate my pie chart so that June is in the lower left-hand corner. I'm going to go up to my Chart Tools Layout tab, and I'm going to select the 3D Rotation button. In the X-axis area, I want to change 0 degrees to 250 degrees. After I change the X-axis, I'm going to go down to Close, and we can see now that June has moved to the lower left-hand corner of my chart area. Next, I want to begin thinking about changing the format of my chart, and I want to change it so that it has some 3D options. I'm going to right-click and choose Format Data Series. Once I choose Format Data Series, I'm going to choose 3D Format in the Format Data Series dialog box. In the Bevel area, I'm going to change Top to Bevel Circle. I need to change my height and my width of my bevel, so I'm going to change my width to 50 points and my height to 50 points as well. Next, I'm going to go down to the Surface area and choose Material to give my material a special effect of soft edge. Once I do this, I'm going to go down to the lower right-hand corner and close my dialog box. You will notice that my chart is now formatted with special 3D effects. Now we are going to give special effect to June pie slice by exploding it. I want to make sure to do this by just selecting June. To make sure that I have just selected June, I can notice that the fill handles on the outside of the June pie slice are the only ones selected. I'm going to right-click and in my drop-down menu choose Format Data Point. In the Format Data Point, you'll notice I have a Point Explosion option. In the Point Explosion option, I'm going to change from Together to Separate so that it reads approximately 28%. This will pull my June slice away from the rest of my pie. I am now going to the left-hand menu and I'm going to choose Fill. Once I choose Fill, I'm going to go over and choose Solid Fill, and you'll notice I now have an option to change the color. I'm going to change the color of the June pie slice to orange. After I've changed the color to orange, I'm going to choose Close. We're going to continue this process for each of the other pie slices, giving each one a distinctive color. Next, I'm going to click on January, making sure that only January is selected. Right-click, choose Format Data Point. Go to the Fill area, choose Solid Fill, and change my color to green. Close. I'm back to my pie. Choose the February slice. Right-click, format my data point, choose Fill, then again Solid Fill, and this time change my color to yellow. I'm going to close my dialog box, going back to the chart and choosing March. Right-click, Format Data Point, Fill, Solid Fill. Again, my color choices are available, and I'm going to change this time my color to light blue. Close, back to the chart, choose April. Format Data Points, Fill, Solid Fill, and I'm going to choose the color red. Close, and now for our final pie slice, choosing May, right-click, Format Data Point, Fill, Solid Fill, and then I'm going to choose the color blue. Finally, once again closing to bring us back to our chart. Finally, we're going to do some last-minute formatting of our sheets. I want to change the colors and change the orders and names of my sheet. I'm going to right-click on the Chart 1 sheet, choosing Rename. I'm going to rename this sheet 3D Pie Chart. Then I'm going to click off of my pie chart. I'm going to go to Sheet 1, right-click, choose Rename, and I'm going to rename my pie chart data sheet to Semi-Annual Projections. Clicking off of that sheet and back on the 3D pie chart sheet, I'm going to right-click, choose Tab Color, and I'm going to choose the tab color in the first row, middle. Right-click on my original data sheet, choose Tab Color, and choose the fourth option in the first row. Next, I'm going to drag my pie chart sheet to the right of my Semi-Annual Projections sheet to place them in the proper order. Finally, I'm going to save to make sure to not lose my work. I now have my completed pie chart and am able to close my Excel window. This concludes our Excel project for the day.